Wrong button. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Well, the time has come. The Rhyniognatha has just got here. Welcome to Ark News, and we're going to be covering a little bit of this. Expect me to be jumping in and trying to tame this guy in the near future. Honestly, matter of fact, probably, yeah, very shortly. All right, so hey, let's get into this because, yeah, they voted on it, but a lot of stuff has probably changed from what was originally pitched in the vote. But yeah, let's get into the thick and thin. All right, so the wild Rhyniognatha species. Let's see, time, early Devonian, diet, omnivore. That's kind of cool. Temperament, aggressive. Well, I could kind of figure that one out. I swear, every new creature I come across here makes me more sure they've all had their genes tampered with. That's kind of cool. I know I'm right about this. Take the monster bug I'm calling Rhyniognatha Antinomibia, big enough to headline a horror flick, but still light enough to fly and skate across water. That's kind of cool. All right, now there is the trailer here we'll be watching here in just a few minutes. Would you believe it also makes a weirdly useful quick hardening resin with a variety of uses? Yeah, that's pretty cool. It can thicken up its shell for a defensive boost, spray hard bullet-like globs, or squirt soft globs that harden on impact to gum up incoming predators. Domesticated. These overgrown earwigs, I love that, are just what we need to level up your tribe's aerial defenses. And here's a tip. If you crush up the right arthropleura, you'll get an enzyme that makes Rhyniognatha glue as tech disruptive as Dinopithecus dung. That's pretty cool. Plus, this bug can glue itself to creatures or cargo and carry things around your base. Yeah, okay, now that's wicked awesome. They said that was coming, and I'm glad that they included that. All right, that said, Rhyniognatha raising isn't for the squeamish. Their males have a pheromone that invites egg-laying females, so you're going to have to, like, get the male to go over to one of your other tames and then squirt the pheromone on it and then get the female to lay the egg in your dino, and then it will pop out all alien-like. So, like a Reaper, only instead of you getting impregnated, you're impregnating your dinos. That's funky. All right. And you can mark any creature for the female to lay her eggs on. The host then incubates a new generation of larvae that can reap its best traits in the process. That's funky. If some poor beast gets eggs laid on it by accident, you might still be able to save it by popping it in a cryopod and freeing out the larva, or freezing out the larva. That's kind of funky. All right, let's pop in and let's watch the trailer. All right, so now you're joined by me. Hi! All right, so now we're going to go through and I'm going to do, we're going to talk a little bit about this because honestly, this thing looks really, really good. So let's do this. Right? I mean, it looks pretty cool. And I've heard a lot of helicopters in my time, and that right there sounds like it's straight up taken straight out of a helicopter. It's almost like, Yeah, that's where they got the sound effect from. But honestly, it's kind of fitting. So yeah, I think it's kind of cool. The butt laser is really cool. Now, that's got to be the resin that's coming out. And they're using it as a to be able to attack things. Use it as the little globule thing that goes out and it shoots. Yeah, right here. All right, now this part right here. See, that right there, and you can see that the trike has got its warning on, and then all of a sudden it blasts it with the pheromone. And then later you can see it's incubating on the enemy trike. That seems kind of kooky, which means that you can kill their trike, but you will eventually give them a Rhyniognatha from your Rhyniognatha. I'm not sure just how good that is going to be, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's kind of cool. I didn't realize that my camera was so far down. There we go. Let's mess that up. There we go. All right. So, all right. And now that you've given them a Rhyniognatha, I'm not sure. But yeah, so you kill their dino. And then also, it water walks. It's a water skipper. That is really cool. Then here in a little bit, they dive underneath the water right there, which... Right. The underwater, that... Honestly, it seems kind of cool because you could use this thing as just the ultimate all-terrain thing. You can walk around, you can fly, you can go under the water. Wow, this thing has got everything. For the last dino being added into Ark, then, man, they really went above and beyond on really kind of making it super overpowered. Oh, man. Well, they nailed it. I mean, honestly, this thing looks really cool. It's definitely going to change Ark Survival Evolved. I hope for the better, but yeah, this thing actually seems pretty cool. And the fact that they're using it to pick up vaults, move them around, and reposition things in the base, honestly, that's really wicked cool. And then if it has the same functionality as the mech from Genesis, they should be able to pick up any boxes, any storage boxes, any things like vaults, any crafting stations, anything of the sort, and then just move them around. Feeding troughs, everything. Which, to me, honestly, it's something that they needed to have that wasn't in Genesis. Yeah, honestly, I think it's about time they did this. Hopefully... Eventually, and I doubt if they will at this stage of development in Ark Survival Evolved, I would love to see it added to a couple other different things, but I don't think that they're going to be able to do that, or they will do that. But the fact that it's on this, pretty dang cool. And then they pick up the Parasaur. Alright, now that right there, I wonder what, is that like some sort of a rage thing? I don't know. That seems kind of cool. And then I don't know, this picture right here, it's screaming Pokemon to me for some weird reason. I'm not even a Pokemon fan, but that's screaming Pokemon. Okay, so it has a fear flutter. Oh, behold my fear flutter. That's kind of kooky. All right. Alright, now that right there, the resin coming in, that's pretty cool. And then this right here, it uses the resin as armor. And honestly, I was under the impression when I heard about that they were going to use the resin to coat itself for armor, that it wouldn't be able to fly. But the fact that they're showing right here, it still can fly while it has the resin hardened armor, that's cool. And then this right here, where they use all the resin to lock up the Rex, and then take the Rex. It's like, yeah, hey, you know what? This thing right here, this like roaring at us, and it's defending you, and it's not our friend, we're just gonna take it. That's funky. The fact that it can just pick up Rex And then also, that's another thing, is that it's so big that it can just pick up a Rex and carry it off. That is kind of amazing. All right, this is the biggest thing that, yeah. And then they go off into the sunsets, and yeah. All right, so Rhyniognatha. Oh my gosh, there is a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna be able to pop in tonight and play it, but I am definitely doing that as soon as I'm waking up, grabbing some coffee, and I'm gonna go Rhyniognatha hunting. All right, so hey, what are you guys' plans? Are you guys excited? You guys interested in getting your hands on one of these things? Leave it in the comments down below, or have fun getting one in game. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm really excited. It sounds like the patch is kind of big, about 2.3 gigs from what I can see on Steam, and I've heard reports it's a little bit bigger on PS4 and Xbox. But yeah, hey, good luck with this, guys. It seems like a really cool thing. The last dino that's coming to Ark, and I think they kind of knocked it out of the park with a little bit of overpoweredness, just to kind of throw everything into a bit of chaos before they ended the development cycle on it. So yeah, anyway, that's the news. Yeah, I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure you click that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Phlinger Phoo, and take it easy, everybody.